Hi, I'm Barb Atkinson. I'm a STARS flight nurse. I've been with STARS for 20 years. When I first decided I was going to get involved with the STARS program, there was a sign-up sheet in the coffee room at my work in the emergency department in one of the major hospitals. I put my name on the list. In a few days, someone gave me a call and said, come on down for a flight. So they took us for a little short flight, and I didn't throw up, so they said, you get to put on a blue suit and fly. So that was almost 20 years ago. I'm still here. A bunch of years have gone by, a bunch of patients have gone by. I just checked my stats, and I've flown 620 patients to date. And I can't tell you how many lives that's impacted, because those patients all come with families and their own stories. And coming in and having to meet patients is just wonderful. It's a great thing to do. The STARS organization I really didn't think was going to last 5 years. And here it is, 20 years down the road, getting stronger, growing bigger, further, farther, faster machines coming. We're just continually improving. I could remember my dad asking me in the beginning why I wanted to be a STARS flight nurse. And I had to think about it a little bit, and he said, you don't know, if these people are going to live through their injuries or their illnesses. And I did say to him, if it was one of us kids, Dad, and we were hurt at the farm, would you want someone to try and pick us up and save us? And he said yes, because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. We have lots of success stories. We also have some tragedies that we have to deal with. And we all cycle here at STARS. We have a little bit of down where we don't think we're going to do this, and then we have something that turns us around and we feel like we can do it again. And I can remember one day in March a few years ago, I can't tell you how many years I'd been with the program, and we had 2 calls that day, and one of them was to Red Deer. And I walked into a small rural hospital out in the Red Deer community, and a woman came up to me who I immediately recognized as a nurse that I had trained with in Red Deer back in the day. And we were transporting her son to hospital after he'd been hurt in a bull riding accident. That afternoon we got called out to the community of Morinville, which is my community where I live, to rescue a woman who'd been trapped in her vehicle, and flew her to the city. So that just gave me a little bit of renewed hope and a renewed spirit, and I'm still here. I don't know how long I'm going to do this job. I don't know how long we can do this job as we get older. But still, it's a rewarding job. We meet lots of people, the office staff, the pilots, the paramedics. I've learned something from every single one of them and continue to learn, and still think that I can make a difference in people's lives. And yeah, and we have patients coming back now to get some pictures for the calendar, and we get to meet them, and they tell us their stories again, and we remember them. And one trip that I do remember from this past summer, actually, we flew to Red Deer also for this gentleman named Grant, and there was a woman standing beside his bed holding his hand, and her name was Barb, and I have a brother, Grant, who is like my soulmate. And she said to me, I can't leave him. And it was his sister. And I said, that's okay, we'll work around you. We will do what we have to do. You stay and hold his hand. And I didn't think this gentleman was going to live. I just knew that he had a bad brain injury, and I did not expect him to survive. The day that I did my 600 mission, I got a letter in the mail from her at the base here. And he's doing really well. And we're planning to, when he's a little more better, a little more better, they're coming to the base to meet us, and we're all going to hook up. And she comes from a family of a bunch of sisters and one brother, Grant, which is just like my family. So we've kind of have a connection, even though it's been over a tragic thing, but it's had a positive outcome. And I think that's why I do what I do.